A gentleman just came in with a kitten they found in the dirt at a construction site. Oh, it's not moving. It's still alive, but it's very critical.
Prolific diarrhea. Semi-comatose, cold, doesn't have a blink reflex. It's not good odds. Warm some fluids up and get them in them.
The team needs to get the kitten's body temperature up quickly.
Still no blink. That's good.
With the kitten not having an owner or not knowing where it came from, the guy put his credit card down. You know, that's a good Samaritan.
All right, we need to get everything washed off the back end of him with some warm water. Got to get him cleaned up next and see if there's any major injuries and see if he comes around.
So I figured while I'm waiting, I can get this way shaped. No.
We gave him a little bath, and he started to wake up.
Hi! What? Hi! Hi! Oh my goodness.
A few seconds later, he started crashing. All right.
As soon as you're done, I have a water table
All right,
ready.
well, I need to hurry because he's crashing.
I think it's blood pressure.
No, you stay with me. Hey, you stay with me.
When you just take the wrap off and put a new wrap on.
It's warming up. He's 93 degrees now, so he's definitely low.
What's the glucose? 70. That's low. I'd like to see him up, over 100. Got to see the temperature over 100 too. Yeah, let's do a little bit of IV glucose.
Okay, little man.
Time will tell.
The temperature is 95.1. It's going up real well. That's a really good sign. It's still not what it should be, but it's way better than it was. The heartbeat is pretty good right now. He's still critical at this point, but he's definitely better than he was half an hour ago.
The construction site kitten continues to improve.
Hey, dude. Aww. What just happened?
I was trying to think of a name for him during lunch. It's got to be something construction.
Oh, no. I think we should name the cat Shovel.
I think we shouldn't name him until we know he's going to live. Get temperature up. What do you got?
Okay, it's 100.1. Yay! Yay! Yay!
Karma.
It looks like some kind of ribbon or something in her stomach, which is not coming out. So we don't have a lot of choices here, but to go in and take it out. There's something really big in the stomach. Damn. I wonder what the hell this cat ate. Holy, that's like bungee cord. Oh, there's more. There's more. Look, this is tight. See this little string here? That's going down in the intestine. That little thing there can kill this animal. That's the one you worry about. It just kind of cuts through the intestine.
A cat has a digestive tract full of dental floss.
I'm going to need someone to glove in over here. Petra. All right. Well, this cat could die from this pretty easily. All right, so this is definitely down the small intestine. It may be all the way down. That string is really thin and probably is cut in really good. Let's see, where do you cut this? I say we go down halfway.
Because I can feel something more here
Yeah,
than
let's
over
just look
there.
at it. It should come down from the stomach since we cut it there.
Well, what?
Yeah, look at that. Look how thin that is. Yeah, it's pretty tight. That's pretty tight.
It moves every now and
Now it
then.
moves. That's coming. Yeah, it's just a little bit embedded in there. All right, so that's the part that I cut. All right, so now how far down does this go? And I'm gonna go down and cut the intestine and see how far that string goes down. Let's cut it here. Okay, there it is. And that pulls out easily. Now, let's go this way. Let's go down to here. We got 3 incisions now in the small intestine. It's a little thin string. And it's actually cut into the intestine. And it's hard to... Yeah, oh, there it is, it released. Okay, it released. We got lucky. Look at that little booger. Yeah, well, I mean, this is 1 piece. There's 2 pieces, and then we still have this. Basically went from the stomach all the way down to the anus. Get it closed up, and hopefully things turn around. Dogs and cats eat incredibly ridiculous things. I don't understand why they eat the things they eat. They start and they just don't stop until it's all done. It makes no sense. You know, I've seen forks, knives, wired bras, I mean, you name it, 16, 18 socks in one animal. I mean, just all kinds of bizarre things. So, yeah, don't ask me why they eat what they eat. Suck it in, suck it in. I just want to see the back of the throat. I'll try one more time. Yep, soft palate. You can see that hole back there. That's not supposed to be there. A cleft palate is a defect in the top of the mouth. In the front part, it's the hard palate. In the back part, it's the soft palate. And Sarabi's is in the soft palate. It's in the very back, so it'd be really hard to see. In the end, he's been living with us for a while, so recently it's really started creating a problem, and at this point, we really do need to correct it. So the goal is to trim the edges a little bit, and hopefully we can get it together. We'll find out. Get a tube down, get them on the table. We're using this table over here. Actually, with cats, I've seen a lot more soft palate issues than hard palate issues. Okay. That looks wunderbar. Now let's switch this together. First stitch is the hard one. I think I have to go one more further back. So I'll get the easy ones first. The further back you go, the harder it gets. All right, last stitch. This should stop the spewing of the mucus. Let go of the tongue. Let's put everything back and see what it looks back in normal. Surgery's over. Bottom line is we just trim the edge. You know, these 2 flaps, they're just sitting there and they're supposed to be connected. What we did was just trim the edges, make it bleed a little bit, and then suture it together. Put 6 simple interrupted sutures in there. It'll scar together, should never open up again. 10 days from now, this should be totally healed up. Hope has a hernia about 1/3 of her body size. This could be traumatic, this could be congenital. She's only about 8, 9 weeks old. I mean, her intestines are out there. It certainly is a concern. So the idea is to push everything back in and close it up. Hi, kitty, kitty. Pretty cute.
Hector will give a shot just to make him calm down, and then they will start the procedure.
I think I need to start more to calm down than the cat.
Yeah.
Everything's stretched, so I'm hoping we can push it down and have something to close it with.
It's pretty bad.
It's huge. But having a hernia like this can kill you, so the sooner you get to it, the better, I think, most of the time. All right. This is very extreme for a hernia. This muscle is not normal. I'm going to see if we can find the other side of the muscle. Then bring it in, but I don't know if there's anything there to suture. There's virtually nothing to work with. Where's your bladder?
How's she doing?
Looking good.
That's the hardest part of the hernia is having it hold. Oh, she's in good hands, so.
All right. Like to see how this is holding in 5 days.
Without Dr. Jeff doing this, her life was going to be in danger. I'm hoping that, she'll recover nicely.
We need a towel. Bring me a towel or something, Susan.
Okay.
We need to get her warmed up.
We'll wipe her down.
Give her sub-Q fluids. Take her out in the sun, get her warmed up.
Okay.
Get some dextrose in her.
It's okay. Let's go into the sun.
It doesn't matter what animal you own, if it's a dog or a cat. And the point is, they need to be handled, they need to be trained, and then that's the bottom line. Somewhere around 3 months, between 3 and 4 months, they get a little feisty and it can be hard to settle them.
Here's Randy Jackson of my Jackson 6.
So peacefully sleeping.
I know. You're getting the best nap ever. Okay.
All right, let's do this. Randy might need a name change. I suppose he's still a boy. He's just not so Randy.
Kitty number 2 is LaToya.
The #1 reason for giving up animals to shelters right now is behavior issues, and that comes from people not interacting with them at the right age.
All right, that's it. Moving on to the next.
All done.
You guys are gonna be next up.
This right here is a microchip. It's a registration form. If you ever want to be owned and kept inside, hopefully, and never get lost.
I like gray cats.
Me too. They all have like steel blue eyes and they look so much alike, it's ridiculous.
I had a cat named Fred that was a big gray cat. He actually won Best in Show for, you know, a non-breed. He was a domestic short hair, and he was feral. He came in. It took him about a year to get used to it. And once they got him neutered and he figured out where the food was coming from, he got real friendly.
Now I'm just gonna hold you for a second because you're cute.
These guys will adopt really fast.
Yeah, they're so darn cute.
They're cute. Done a few of these over the years.
What was that, 3 and 15 minutes? Not even? All done.
Yeah, the prep was kind of slow.
Are you waking up? You waking up a little bit? He's a good boy.
Do you want me to start shaving?
Yeah, no, shave gently.
His heart sounds nice and regular.
I'm gonna make 2 slits in the middle of each testicle. Man, I can't believe how thick. It's really thick. It's got a lot of fat. But it's really tough. I mean, his skin's tough and his scrotum is ridiculous. It takes me less than 30 seconds to do a tomcat. Comparing this cat to a house cat, there's no comparison.
This is got to be one of the hardest neuters you've ever done, man.
I really do need to concentrate on this for a minute. Why don't you put a pair of gloves on, Hector? If you hold this for me, it'll be a lot easier. You cannot believe how hard and fibrous this is. It's really tough.
It's almost like you almost have to cut it, huh? Oh, you do cut it, yeah.
Okay, let me take this and
Okay.
clamp this down.
It's good.
I felt like everything's tied off. That was definitely not an easy neuter.
You look like you struggled a little bit.
Longest cat neuter in the world.
I could tell he was sweating. I think that's the first time that I ever had to glove him for a neuter for Jet. It was a lot harder than he thought.
His nails really look good. We cut the fronts a minute ago. Hector's cutting the back ones now. I mean, they're not out there jumping on prey, you know, wearing them, breaking them. I mean, they'll wear them down a little bit, but, you know, you do have to worry about them getting too long. God, just look at the size of that, though. That's massive. Beautiful animal. Let's get the traps out and we'll set as many as we can.
Okay.
So just take a bunch of them back there. Where these cats came from are probably one of the neighbors, you know, who knows, that moved away or left them and they didn't get them fixed to begin with.
Some people think animals are disposable. They just let them go and never take care of them again.
All right, so let me show you how these things work. It's pretty straightforward. We put the food in the very back, and then if they just step on this, back closes. They're totally humane, doesn't hurt anything. So Blair, start setting cages. These are truly feral cats. There's just no way to tame these guys down. The goal is to get them as many fixed as possible. There's controversy about creating feral colonies, but the truth is, as long as they're fixed and they're healthy, and just let them out their life. And, you know, if you have a healthy colony, why not just leave them alone?
I went someplace else and they wanted $489 a piece just to spay them. And I'm like, no wonder people just let their cats go and don't do it because they can't afford it.
You know, I think spay neuter is one of those things should be done at, you know, kind of rock bottom prices. So Dolly, if they haven't eaten for a day and a half, they're gonna be pretty hungry. Check out traps tonight. Try to remove them as fast as you can. Get them inside and keep them warm tonight. Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thanks. No problem. Thank you very much. Well, it looks like you've been a pretty fruitful night.
We got 14 and 1 squirrel, so.
All right.
There's still like another 10 or 15 that we need to trap.
Let's get them loaded up and get them back to the clinic. We had 15 traps, we got 14 cats. Statistically, that's very unusual. Usually, you don't quite get this many right off the bat.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic.
I haven't had this many cats in this vehicle. We'll get these guys back, get them fixed. At the rate cats reproduce, there's not enough people in the world to adopt cats. You should never let a cat outside that's not fixed.